Hey, welcome back, Veteran Nation fans. Let me get my thing here all correct. Yeah, why is that not? Hmm. There we go. All right. So today's video, this is recorded. It's a video. Uh, I'm going to be talking about. See, I get a lot of these people who have a problem with the way that I do things, which is okay. You don't have to agree with the way I do things, but I'm going to show you that the way I do things are pretty normal. They're pretty normal. Like, the way that Skipper does things is not. I know there's people out there with a lot of opinions who have a problem, especially as it applies to the haters. Because the haters, there's a lot of people out there who are like, just ignore it. Just ignore it. Why aren't you ignoring it? Well, there's a reason I'm not ignoring it. And it's because I'll ignore it for a while. If someone says something bad for me, bad about me, I'm okay with that. I'm perfectly fine with that. Everyone can have their own opinions. They don't have to like me. They don't. The problem I have are the people who clearly don't like me, who just keep coming back, and all they do is complain about me. It's like, clearly, this show isn't for you. Clearly, I'm not for you. So you should just move on. And some of these people don't. Some of these people then attach on to people that have others that have issues with me, and then they go into these Facebook groups and discords, and then start scheming against me. That's a problem. That's a problem. Um, and the thing is, it's pretty common, and even much larger streamers deal with it. And I was ready for this um, way before, uh, way before I ever started really getting attention. I knew this was a cost of doing this, so it doesn't bother me. Like, I've had years of therapy. I'm still in therapy. I've got PTSD. I am so thankful for my PTSD that it helped me develop, uh, you know, into what I am today, where I can address these things calmly. But not everybody could. And there's other creators out there who deal with this exact same thing. So right here, oh, this switched on me. This is Yellow Flash. And Yellow Flash is a really great creator. Oh, I'm going to switch these. There we go. He's a really great creator. If you haven't watched his stuff, I do recommend it. I've been watching him for years. He's a comic book guy. He loves comic books, but also he talks about pop culture. Now he talks about pop culture more than he does comic books, because there's so many comic book movies. There's all these things out there, and I love his work. I I try to watch all his videos. I think he's very good. It's rare that he gets onto a subject that I don't care about. About the What he does is when he gets into other YouTube beefs. I mean, for that, I'm like, okay, whatever. Um, I'm not about the beefs, but if people want to bring them to me, okay, I'll have it. I'll have it. I'm not scared about it. But yeah, so this is Yellow Flash, and he's been in a battle with this guy, Ethan Shriver, and it's been waging on Twitter for a while. And I will say this with Yellow Flash, he's been very good. Like, for a long time, this has been going on, and oh, that was the same one. This has been going on for a long time, and he, for the most part, has ignored it. But with everybody, there's a certain point where you can't ignore it anymore. You just can't. It's it gets to be way too much. So right here's another one. Yeah, Ethan wears adult diapers because this guy just won't stop. Just won't stop at all. And it's like, dude, at a certain point, leave Yellow Flash just alone. And this is exactly what I've been dealing with a lot of these haters. Uh, but I'm showing this because, yeah, at a certain point, everybody's going to have their breaking point, and they're just going to start making a fool out of you. So, yeah, here he is. I'm staying fat. Yeah, we know. Um, these are just a couple that I took. By the way, you can follow Conspiracy Kitty on X at Kitty Conspires. So these are just ones that I've taken. Um, they call him the throat goat. So yeah, you keep messing with people. Eventually, they're just, especially if they have a bigger platform, the best thing that they can do is use that platform. And you guys have seen me. I've used my platform. Then I get all these people. I don't care about the drama. Okay, well then, why are you commenting? If you don't care about the drama, you commenting keeps it going. And that's my big thing is all these people who want to be fence sitters who, oh, I'm not about this drama. Okay. Yeah, here he is. Um, can we talk about his logo? Eh, like a lot of people are very well branded, but he's got like musical notes in his logo. Like I get the art deco letters and the old timey guy, but why you're not a music podcast, Ethan. Like you're a comic. So I don't get what's up with that. Yeah, I don't get it. But yeah. So here is his this is his uh X, and you can see after I've got one of these screenshots that goes all the way back to the summer of 2024. So this has been going on a while with Ethan Sciver. And yeah, Yellow Flash has had enough. He has had enough. So yeah, he's gonna I'm here to help myself to seconds. Yeah, we know. We know. We can tell that's what he said. Uh yeah, I hope he dies. Um let's see. We're just going through adult diapers. So yeah, like okay, yeah, here's Ethan talking with other people. And if you don't like someone, just be like, I don't like them, and then you just block them, move on. Um, and that's it. That's it. So you can see like these are the things that Yellow Flash, and you can see where I've taken my inspiration from Yellow Flash. Like I've used this type for my thumbnails. I have used these letters with the black with the white letters over the red shadow. I've used that and in many of my things. So, you find thumbnails are they're a surprisingly important thing on YouTube. YouTube and Rumble, because that's what gets people to click on your stuff. And if you don't have good if you don't have good thumbnails, people are just going to pass you by. And a lot of people don't pay attention. They just kind of do like a generic one. Um yeah, you should have good thumbnails. So I've changed my thumbnails up a couple times, and I took inspiration from Flash because he's very good at what he does. He's on YouTube. He's got about a 500,000 followers. Here on X, he's got about 100,000. So yeah, he's always got some pretty good content that comes out. Um, so yeah, um, you know, but yeah, there are people out there. If you, what a giant. So yeah, there are people out there who are not gonna like your stuff, and that's okay. But when they hyper focus and they're trying to hurt your channel, yeah, you get a chance to respond. You should respond. You should. You can't just let people just beat you down all the time. And I'm not going to do that. Imagine being this disgustingly fat. That's pretty big. That's pretty big. Like, hey, look, I'm saying this as a guy who is not slim, and that's pretty big. Like, that is sitting on your ass all day and probably gorging yourself. Being sedentary is probably the biggest thing with that, though. Just get up and walk around. Yeah, look, here's his logo. Like, I don't get the music part. Like, I would cut that out and just have the old-timey face. I don't get it. That's okay. Again, I can have an opinion. I really don't care about Ethan Sciver, but you know, he's attacking Yellow Flash. Yeah, Tug knows him. Um, but yeah, he's attacking Yellow Flash and just doesn't stop. Um, yeah, this guy just doesn't stop, and it's like, dude, just move on. Why did this switch? I'm sorry, guys. This switched on me. I don't get why. Um, but yeah, I just don't get why all these haters. Like, it's one thing to be like, I don't like this guy. Then just move on. Move on. Be done with it. That's the thing with my haters. They just can't move on. Um, which is dumb. But this is also like, I am following the example of much bigger creators. I'll ignore it for a while until it stops being time for me to ignore it. And then I'm gonna make money off it. And that's what Yellow Flash is doing. He's premium. He's got um, he's got a monetized X account. He's making money. Good on you. Good on you. I'm using Georgie's mug. She sells these. You know, let creators. This does get expensive doing this. So let people make their money. Like, if you have a problem, you know, you can address it, but then move on. Be done with it. It doesn't. Not everything needs to be a um needs to be this long protracted battle, but some of these people do. And here's the thing. I'm here for it. They're like, "Oh, I don't like the drama." Well, I'm here for it if you bring it to me. I get to respond. I get to respond. And that's one guy who is in a fight that I do take inspiration for, but I do love his content. I suggest you guys all go take a look at it, especially if you like pop culture and comic books. Yellow Flash is a pretty good dude, puts out some good stuff, and yeah, I enjoy it, and he's got his haters too. So that just goes to show you, if you once you put yourself out there publicly, you're gonna get haters. All right, guys, I'm gonna get going. Thank you so much for being here, and as always, thank you for being worth serving.